Hello everyone, I'm just gonna do a quick little video here on a quad that I worked on the other day for a relative. It's a 450 Yamaha, and they complained that they're riding it last summer, moving irrigation pipe, got off it to do something, and it just shut off on its own, and it would crank and crank and crank and would never start again on its own. So here's what I did. So one of the first things I noticed, some of these bikes that end up sitting out in the yard, out in the sun for a while, the gas gauge goes rotten or easily broken. So I saw that the gauge was gone, allowing rainwater and moisture and dirt and whatever to get in. So I suspected maybe dirty fuel to start. So I brought it home, pulled the plug. It was getting fuel, but thought, well, maybe the fuel is bad and won't spark. Not allowing it to fire. I did have spark. Spark was pretty good and strong. So I drained the gas out of it. Tank drain is right over here on this side. Just pulled the main line off the carb and just let the tank run out. Put fresh gas in it, and it would kind of try and pop and fire, but it would never fire and stay running. I didn't have a lot of time that day that I had started working on it, so I thought I would try something. I've never used sea foam before, but I took a can of that and I just, with the line off, and there was still some gas in the tank. I pinched the line off after I had put new fresh gas in, and when it wouldn't restart again. So I took a small veterinary syringe, about 20 cc's of sea foam, and I shot it right in the intake, on the intake of the carb. Shoved the line back on it, let it sit with the fresh gas, let it sit for 5-6 days. Then I came and just turned the key on, and just a small bump with the starter button, it took right off. So the sea foam in there must have loosened up, whether it was something was stuck or garbage was in there, jello-y type fuel, old varnished fuel that had built up in there. Up here we run purple fuel in some of these bikes, and you really shouldn't, because after they have to sit for a while, things varnish up, and it creates like a nasty jello type gooey that will build up in the carb. I'm sure everyone's seen it, but that's how I got this thing going. So I've used seafoam before, have never really known it to be something that really fixed problems I've had in the past, but the way this thing reacted, I'm guessing that's what the problem was. I was lazy. I probably should have pulled the carb out and really opened it up, gone through it, and make sure there was nothing else stuck in it that would be causing it to not start properly. But today I was going to do an engine service on it. I got a new air filter for it, and I thought, well, I'll take this new purple gas out that I had in it when I was mucking around trying to get it to start, and I'll put some good clean pump gas in it. And I thought, well, I'll look in the tank one more time just to be sure I don't see anything. And I didn't notice it before when I had looked in the tank, but there was some obvious dirt and junk and few sticks and pieces of grass in there. So I thought, well, I just as well it only took 15-20 minutes, pulled the tank right off, sloshed a bunch of gas in there, took the drain cock, fuel shut off valve completely out, and drained what I could out of there. So now it's got a brand new tank full of clear pump gas, has a new spark plug in it. So this will be just put gas in it now. This will be the first time trying to fire it with new gas. We'll see what it does. Better than it did before, so I think we'll go with that. I didn't have a carb kit to take it apart or have gaskets wrecked on me, so I never took the carb out. I may get stung by not doing it properly, but for now I think we'll risk it. The quad is my family members, it's not too far away. If I got to work on it again later, I will. So if you have to pull the tank on one of these Yamahas, it's pretty easy. Just one screw in here on the side of the tank that holds it in, one on the other side, and then one little Allen screw up on front, up near the cluster. Then the cover comes off, then the tank is only held in by 2 more bolts up at the front and 2 more at the back. Pretty easy to do. So we'll just hope this thing keeps working, and we'll go with that for now. Thanks for watching.